What's up, Ghost? This is codename Chosen Ill, aka the Crazy Desert Vet. We're back with another Ghost Recon video. First, I want to give a shout out to Matt B15. That's my younger brother. He doesn't really have a code name. He runs PUBG. Can't give him the Ghost Recon, but just throw that shout out for you as well. He did say something to me that kind of made sense. Some people may run across my video and not realize what the intent or the content of the video is. Why am I actually, or what am I talking about? That made a lot of sense to me. So from here on out, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more descriptive in some of the things that we're discussing in the videos. Just in case it is a new person who just might so happen found me by accident, which is cool, you know, as long as they watch and maybe get a better understanding or a good interest in the game. Because the game, unfortunately, is forever evolving. Now, I remember back a few weeks ago to a month, and I think this was actually an older trend that seems to be resonating again, and it was tactic of rushing. And up to this point, I've never really experienced teams just straight rushing. So when I saw that video, I was like, and then I heard mention of that video, I was like, and I made comments towards that tactic of rushing, you know, and not actually being exposed to it. So I can say, yeah, theoretically it made sense, but today I actually got to apply my tactics and they were an epic failure. Yes, failure. And for at least 30 minutes trying to figure out, and I will say, well, I'll come back and look at it this way. Because my teams that it was a random match, random, because I can't seem to get a core of 4 players. So it was just random. And these randoms obviously just been playing the game forever and never really increased their skill, just a prestige level. Because we were in a room full of just level ups, no prestiges, and maybe they played the game before, whatever. I mean, if you're good as a first person shooter, you're good, and it is. But these guys ran my team right off the map. I was like, okay, it isn't me. So I did employ some tactics and I thought about it. You know, let's look at this in a real world situation. What are we actually doing here on Ghost Recon? Well, we term it asymmetric warfare. Now, asymmetric warfare can be described as a conflict in which the resources of two belligerents differ in essence and in the struggle, interact and attempt to exploit each other's characteristic weaknesses. We also term this type of combative engagement as guerrilla warfare. And yes, I did read that. Brushing my shoulder off. Flawless. Guerrilla warfare is a form of irregular warfare in which a small group of combatants, such as paramilitary personnel, armed civilians, or irregulars, use military tactics, including ambushes, sabotage, and assorted forms of tactics and techniques to fight traditional military. Now, this is what we're actually doing, ladies and gentlemen. We are, especially, what is that map? The Retreat, I believe it's called, and it is pretty much one side is like jungle. That's what it is. That right there is guerrilla warfare. And believe it or not, guerrilla warfare was invented where? Right here in the United States. Look it up. And who did the guerrilla warfare? Well, it wasn't the colonists, that's for sure. It was the Native Americans, aka American Indians, be politically correct. But it was the Native Americans who employed this tactic, and we kind of learned that as we started to evolve. So guerrilla warfare is actually homegrown. So yeah, and once again, you're saying, Brian, why are you telling us this? To make you smart, my friend. To make you smart. That's all. When you look at it, going back to what we talked about with the Vanguard. Now, the Vanguard, he's a perfect candidate for asymmetric warfare, and simply because he has short-range intelligence gathering. Now, with that in mind, you think about it. If you're inside buildings, and the hardest thing to do is clear buildings because there is an unknown entity or entities, and we're not knowing where they're placed, one good lob of that grenade, and boom, you see them. There they go. And I use that to my advantage. Once I figured out, okay, these guys are doing a lot of rushing, I'll sit back and do my playstyle. My playstyle is more so of the drone. And we actually ran a team of nothing but marksman class. We lost. But the concept was great. We did lose though. But it wasn't that we lost because of lack of skill. We just lost because it didn't really make any sense. We did not have the right assault players. You need an assault player, okay? Such as, well, when I say I ran a marksman, I wasn't actually Vanguard. At the time, I was running Sharp Story. But you do need an assault class because you got to have someone leading the way. It actually hurt somebody to say, hey man, you're assault. You should be in the front, not the back. You know, so it was other people understand that there is tier to the process of attack and engagement. If you're a sniper or have sniping weapons, you want to go ahead and engage your targets at long range. Short range, it's just the 9mm, your side piece. Side piece against an assault weapon or a shotgun, and you're pushing up daisies. That's it. Dirt now. You're done. So today was very, I guess you say every time I get on, there's something new because it's never going to be the same. It's just not going to be the same, and that's why I say, hey, this is guerrilla warfare. Even though we're not looking at it as guerrilla warfare, we're looking at it as like video game. This is actually guerrilla warfare. I'm just telling you. So I did mention that I used the sharp, and the first time I used the sharpshooter when they had the release last week, and I wasn't really jiving with it, and I felt the Vanguard. More so today, and as you see the footage, I was lights out sharpshooting. Now, if you are a beginner and you get this class, this is a good class to get from sharpshooting because once again it takes the sway away. You know, you're locked in, and hey, you're blowing that back out. Pooh, yeah, good night, baby. So I was enjoying it. When that hit marker says night night, I'm like, and they should do that. They should put night night. I know, goofy, but nonetheless, what I'm saying is the sharpshooter is a very good class. If you are an expert sharpshooter or aka sniper, that class is going to be drop dead because boom, it takes everything away. You don't have to worry about the sway. You don't have to worry about the windage. You don't have to worry about anything. You put that dot in the middle of their face. You're blowing their brains to the wall. Done. Game over. Give me 4 more quarters. I'm ready to play. This is all I'm saying. So I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, if you want to go ahead and get with this particular weapon or a character and their weapon, I would suggest 4 stars on that one. Right now, what we're looking at is an M40 Alpha 5 bolt action. Now, that's the only drawback I'll say compared to the automatic sniper rifles. The fire rate, you still have to pull it back and charge it. So there is a little delay. So if you do miss, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get a second time to engage that target. So you want to get them on that first shot just because of that. Now, this weapon, wet, is 14.48 pounds. Or excuse me, dry, 14.48 pounds. Wet, 65, means fully loaded. What that means, you got a lot of show-stopping ability with this weapon, and I like it. Now, and it's American made. Salute. The Marines use that, and they use it in Desert Storm, and Afghanistan, they still use it to today. So it's a very good sniper weapon. Like I said, it's a lights out, but once again, the only drawback is if you miss, you're probably going to miss your second engagement on that target. Now, with that being said, every target I engaged and shot at and hit, I killed. There were a couple times I got a little happy. I just couldn't believe it, and I shot and missed. By the time I was trying to re-engage and I was chasing them down, it was just a waste of time. So kill in the first shot, get your points, moving out. Here's a good sniper tip. Never snipe from the same place more than 2 or 3 shots, because especially in the game, because you are going to leave a nice little signature ring and you're going to get dropped. So get your shots and move, especially when you're dealing in quarry. Don't sit in the same spot. And I was going lights out, and I got a little too happy, and well, let's just say I started spectating. We know what that means. I was. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the footage. We're kicking it live. Gonna get some more videos out this week. I want to thank y'all for the 3 people that jumped on board this week. Thank you. Don't think I don't thank my friends, my followers, everyone. I'm like the most realistic person down to earth guy. And hey, if you like it, leave a comment. If you don't like it, leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave a comment. I don't take it personally because why? It's the internet. But anyway, bottom line is this. I'm going to keep punching out this content. Tell your friends to check me out. Otherwise, this is Codename Chosen Ill, a.k.a. the Crazy Desert Vet. And I'll see you next week for another Ghost Recon review, tips, and tricks, and just some straight up game footage.